Hey everyone, and welcome back to Harmstead. And this is episode not one, not two, but three of this awesome village. Now we're almost done with only about one or two episodes left before it's completed, but I'm really excited to show you this. So strap on in, let's get on with the intro and move on with the time lapse. Okay, so as you can tell from the last two episodes, Harmstead is a simple village with easy to create builds, but it has an absolutely beautiful environment that really complements the textures I've used in its construction. Now, as always, I'm using different types of stone as the base for the build, while using wood types as the walls. Now, I've also added in some stripped logs, oak logs, spruce logs, whatever, to complement those wood walls, and the use of beams is very prevalent. Now, all of these different building techniques allows a simple rectangular home to have a perception of depth and realism, which really helps Harmstead pretty much be a destination for anyone on the server. It is a more recent build, so it has kind of my updated building techniques and my new style, so it's definitely something really cool to see. Now, in the lore of Elmoran, however, the curse of Harmstead is really not known to those outside of the village itself. We've discussed this before, how we have this Daedric-esque entity that kind of controls them, not necessarily by bending their minds or anything like that, but by simply having the power to take them out if need be. Now, a lot of things, they have a lot of rules and stuff they have to follow. So one of them being, like, if the residents are to speak to outsiders, they face consequences that are pretty much beyond pain itself, and some are never seen again after quote-unquote unfortunate disappearances. So, in order to maintain their lives and even their sanity, they remain pretty quiet to outsiders, and they just continue their routine of existence even though it is technically in captivity. Now, they're also not allowed to partake in the herb of the water, which they call aconite, as this also carries a severe punishment from that Daedric entity. Now, that is not to say that the entire village is doom and gloom. There is happiness here, and people live their lives with a fair amount of goodness and pleasure. The veil of fear is always present, yet as the generations carry on, that fear is less and less, and the people are more resilient to the constant threat of danger. There's a little bit of lore behind that, so you'll have to find that out once we add some more in there. Now, there is so much history just for this small little town, and there's actually 2 Easter eggs already hidden in this area. I've been talking with the community, and we decided that some cool Easter eggs should be scattered around for everyone to be able to explore. So, when you join the world, be sure to find them and mention them and put them in the Discord. It's definitely well worth it. It's just a fun little activity. Now, that's a good bit of talking, so I'm going to meet you back for the walkthrough. Have fun, enjoy the music, and I'll see you in just a minute. All right, everybody, so I hope you enjoyed the music just like always, but here we have where we left off in episode 2, and this is going to be episode 3, kind of over there, tucked away, hidden. So what we're going to do is we're just going to walk on over on the path, and I'm going to show you these new builds. Now, they're very similar to what we've already done before as Harmstead. Look at this. This is goofy. This is Rames put this up. Oh my gosh. I forgot that was there. I'm just gonna get rid of that and replace like this stuff, but either way, I forgot about that. This is episode 3, and these are some of the new housings that we put up. So we're going to pass all this, and this is going to be it. So right off the bat, we have this beautiful storage area right here along the water. You can see here we got a few things. We have some carts, we have brooms, we have storages, we have like nets, things like that, just kind of all in here. Of course, we got to have the wine, we have the antlers, like the skulls and stuff like that. So it looks really cool. And yeah, it's just fantastic. I really like this build. I liked using the wood ramps and the railings to really tie it together, give it that rustic look. I think it came out really really well. And I love the fact that it's right here on the water side, where last time there was a small house here on the original build, and we changed that up. So of course we have some extra stuff here, the reeds and the cattails coming through the water. Actually, they're kind of like all inside as well, which is really cool. We're gonna add some rocks and everything in there as well, and just some additional extra storage. Like it just looks great. So what we'll do is we'll actually go back this way, and I will show you this house. And so simple enough, it's a house, right? And we'll go in just a second, but one thing I wanted to point out is you can see this wall here, and they are growing just like in the original videos. Hemp, so much hemp. Okay, like boom, there's the hemp. But I wanted to show you this. So we actually have this cool little ditch that lines the entire back of the house for water, because this house, technically, if water were to like store up in this area, it would ruin this wood. It would rot it out like crazy. So this is where the small little ditch comes into play. So as the water falls from these higher elevations down, it'll flow outward into the little creek or river area. So it's literally goes all the way across here, which I thought was like just really, really cool, and outward. I mean, just, yeah. I really like it. I think it looks cool. And of course, once again, hemp. But anyways, let's go down into the house itself. So we're going to come around the side here. We're going to go up the stairs. And right off the bat, you can see it's another small, little cozy house. Nothing too crazy. Small little, you know, dining area, storages, food, clothing. And then through this little door is the actual bedroom. Yeah, I mean, just got a few beds, a few dressers, and that's like really it. Most of the areas inside Harmstead are not, like I said, they're not very wealthy. So I just made do, and they keep with the simple stuff. Like, that's really all it is. But I like the way this is situated. I mean, you know, you have this looking out the yard. You have a window out here being able to look out. If they want to open the shutters, they can, things like that. So definitely really cool. I really like the way this came out. Great little feature. And then we'll get on to the last little area. So this is a straight diagonal house. Again, we made this small little bridge as well. So we completed some of the details right here. Like it cut off like right here. So I added all of this. Really tried to make it stand out. Obviously mossy roofs, all that kind of stuff to add to the detailing and the texturing of this area. And then here we have our diagonal home, which is just like every diagonal home. I sealed off the corners, made it a little flat, so we have a small like little kitchen storage area with some food, some bear hides hanging up, and it's just a simple bedroom, all connected, open floor plan. Yeah, I just, you know, it's simple, but like I said, it looks good, and that's what Harmstead's supposed to be. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be simple. It's a good detailed build, and that's really what stands out most. So we're going to follow this path and ignore all the emptiness, but we're going to have another area here. And this is a little different. So instead of growing hemp or anything, this is almost like a berry farm. You can see here we have multiple different types of berries, like raspberries and blueberries and things like that. And it's literally multi-tiered, multi-layered with all these trees, which I think looks absolutely beautiful. And obviously a textured wall all the way up, even like past here, you can see we have some clutter, things like that. But yeah, this is all about being able to use the beauty and the fertility of the soil in this valley and in this area to its most beneficial. So you can see here, let me give you the fly around. Like, just look at the hemp area and the berry bush. Like, it just looks, to me, looks beautiful, and it really fits the area, really makes it tie in. So you can see how it forms along this rock side, the higher elevations, and the walls are obviously built up so the water passes around them should it rain and not through them. But yeah, I mean, this is Harmstead. It's a little bit bigger than what it was before, but I think it looks really cool, and it's really coming together fantastically well. So I really can't wait to finish this off. Like I said, we probably have 1 to 2 more episodes, and then we'll be out, but that's about that. So just like always, I really appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a great pleasure to be able to create these videos and have the inspiration, not only from the community, but also have your support as well. So thank you as always. Thank you once again to all my Patreon subscribers, all my YouTube members. If you want to help support me, obviously you can do that by those 2 different ways. And it would be of, you know, just it's a kind thing to do, but obviously it's never an obligation. Never feel like you have to. But thank you as always for watching this video. I appreciate you. We'll definitely have some more coming up. This is Legendary Porpoise signing off. Have a good day. Happy gaming. And I'll catch you next time.